You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. By the way, if you heard me yesterday's show, I think I said goodbye on the show calling myself a DJ podcast host. I'm not sure what I meant by that. But I didn't edit because, what the heck, it was kind of funny anyway. So today, 3 steps to change anything. Is it possible to change 3 steps? I'm giving you 3 steps. Yeah, I'll give you 3. Some of you are going to take 5 or 6. That's fine. You really only need 1. That's it. But I'll give you a couple because, it's a beginner class, okay? So 3 steps to change anything today. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. A positive boost you need every single day. Started this thing back in 2006, a very simple mission to help you every single day, to stand up, take a step, and repeat. And to me, to do the same thing. It's kind of where it all began. It was like, I'm going to do this thing, and it just hasn't stopped yet. But the DJ podcast host, that's kind of weird. I was, when I started the show a long time ago, this is a little funny story for you. I'd come out of radio. I was a disc jockey. And it was the last DJ thing that I had. I'd stopped a couple years before. I think I haven't been in the air for about 25 years now. But when I left my final radio gig, everybody said to me, what are you doing? This podcast thing. What are you doing? What's this podcast? Stay in radio, man. These days, I get calls maybe once a month of somebody saying to me, hey, man, can you help me get in that podcast thing? It's amazing how times change, huh? How you doing? My name is Scott Smith. Nice to have you. Thanks for stopping by today. A little conversation. We'll spend some time together, get to know me a little bit. And I have no idea about you. Although I think I know you pretty well. It's kind of funny when I meet people all the time. You guys know me right away. I mean, conversation goes and you start telling me everything you know about me. Us kids and everything. I'm like, so tell me about yourself because I know nothing about you. I mean, you don't have a podcast, do you? Anyway. DailyBoostNewsletter.com is where you can get my newsletter. I write it for you every single week. I enjoy doing it. It's fun. It's me. Nobody's writing it for me. Even the computer is not writing it for me and all that stuff. Yes, I use some AI to help me with spelling mostly. I'm writing it for you. We send it to you every single Friday. Go to DailyBoostNewsletter.com. Grab it. If it's not your thing, just unsubscribe. You don't even have to say, bye, Scott. You can send me, don't say, Scott, man, I dig your podcast more. I'll just listen to the podcast. I've had people say that. Whatever. DailyBoostNewsletter.com. So 3 steps to changing anything. Is it possible to change anything in 3 steps? Yes, it is. Think in your life these days. Think of your whole life. Some of you, that's a long time. But think of your whole life and think of the times that things change in 1 step. Boom. Usually the things that change in 1 step are bad things. Let's put that on the table so we just are there, okay? Bad things change instantly. Something bad happens, you change. Never going to do that again, right? It happens. It's very easy to change when it's bad. Good things tend to change slower than that. Now, they can change in 1 step. You've had good things that happened before, and it's like, I'm done with everything else. This is good. I'm on. It's happened. But for the most part, it's the bad stuff that's very easy. The good stuff takes a couple more steps to do. So we're going to give you an idea about how maybe that works for you. An oversimplification, if that's okay. I do know the smart stuff, but I tend to keep it fairly simple on the show. If you want to hear Scott talk really deep and really smart, then I do other coaching calls for that. That's when I go deep. And when you get a hold of me, most people are pretty surprised by it when they get on. What? Yeah. They get on the call and go, holy moly, where'd this guy come from? I keep it simple here because we have a broad audience. Acceptance is everything in our life. We want to keep things simple and simple to accept. What ends up happening is when it comes to change, we start complicating things. Cannot tell you how many times people start just overcomplicating even the smallest little steps when you want to change things. So my guess is whatever you're trying to change from and to, which is usually what's happening, it's already complicated. And that's what's making the mess. Usually what happens is you can't figure out what those steps are because it is so complicated, you're confused and you have no clarity. So you have to kind of declutter things and get some clarity first, and you start figuring that out. Once you can do that, you're just fine. You kind of move forward. So what are the 3 steps that happen in change? Well, first step is getting to know that anything you want, you have to know what you want. I know it sounds really silly. It sounds really basic, but you may want to write that down because a lot of you are not doing that. In fact, a lot of you will say, well, I wish I did know if I could just figure it out. It happens all the time. It happened 4 times this week, maybe 5. Somebody said, I just don't, well, I know, but I don't know. You understand what I mean, right? You got to know what you want. It's the first step, and it is the most difficult. And I'll even tell people when I work with them in coaching, I work on monthly with coaching clients. I have one opening right now, scott@motivationtomove.com, if you're interested. I always tell them, they say, how long is it going to take? I say, well, honestly, it's going to take about 3 weeks just to get you to know what you want, maybe 4. I wish I could do it faster, but I've done it so many years. I know it just takes 3 or 4 hours of conversation between us to figure out that. So let me let you off the hook a little bit. Everybody will make it sound so easy to figure out what you want. Most people will say, nah, man, I had a bunch of smart people. It took a month. Talk to anybody who's done it. It takes a long time, unless you get lucky. They got to know what you want with clarity. Like they say, you work with the outcome in mind. I see it that way, but it's complicated. By the way, we're living in a world right now where everything is outcome-based. This has been something we've heard about in personal development for a long time. Set your goals based on your outcome. I'm an outcome-based guy. Don't really care how long it takes to get there. I'm just going to get it. In the world of AI these days, guess what? We are living in an outcome and output-based world. You need to change right now. Use your wisdom on yourself to know exactly what you want and exactly what you want to get. Outcome-based. What's next?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Well, next, you need to know how to accomplish your goal. You have to have a framework or a roadmap. There are a lot of those out there these days. I mean, success has already been out there. Everybody's done. A lot of people have done what you want to do. It's not hard. It's easy to pinpoint that model success, if you will. But when you know specifically what you want, it's easier to find a model to get you specifically to what you want. If you don't know exactly what you want, you're going to get a model that doesn't get you exactly what you want. Makes sense, right? You don't see every step you need to take. You're never going to. We're all living under rocks. You could ask me, Scott, the very specific steps to get exactly what I want, and I'll give you them to the best of my ability. I'll write them down for you and say, this is exactly what you need to do. And you're going to come back to me a week later and say, yeah, you know what? I followed your steps, but you didn't tell me everything. I couldn't because I don't live your life. You'll see them everywhere. You'll know them everywhere. But the way you know those things is knowing exactly what you want to do and you want to step to change. So whatever you want to change from, you need to know exactly what you want to change to. When you do, you will see the framework and the roadmap kind of appear just in front of you, materialize in front of you. And finally, you take this consistent and disciplined action towards your goal every minute you're awake. It makes sense, right? Why would you stop? Get obsessed by it. Get a new thing. Once you know that you want to make a change, figure out exactly what that is, figure out that roadmap you're going to do, and why would you procrastinate? Why would you wait? Why would you not take every minute of the day and try to make that happen in your life? Why would you not be bold? Make those decisions. Because every minute you're not bold is a minute you're not living what you want to live. So why would you wait? Why would you live in the past? Why would you sit on a fence and get splinters in your ass? Assuming you have a little white picket fence or maybe a tall 6-foot fence and you're young enough to climb up there and sit on that, which I've actually done before. Although I will say the last time I sat on top of a high 6-foot fence, it was not on purpose. And it wasn't running away from just burglaring a house. I don't even know why, but I do remember it hurt really bad. So many nuances that challenge you in getting what you want in life. But the basics are really simple. Know exactly what you want. Map it. Do it. I can get much more complicated. I can go a lot deeper, way into the psychology of everything that makes this stuff happen. But you know what? At the end of the day, you've been around living on this life a long time. You're smart enough to do this. You know this stuff. You've already done it. You know where you bumbled and stumbled along the way. You usually wonder why you do it. I can tell you it's your focus is not on what you're doing, and you don't have the discipline or haven't exercised the discipline to stick to it long enough to get it done. I'm trimming some weight off right now, and I'm losing maybe 2 ounces a day. You know what? When I'm hungry, I don't like to do that. But at the same time, I got the discipline to do it. I will not eat anything that's going to make it go the other way. I just won't. I'm good at it, though. I could. If I wanted to make it go the other way, I'm probably better at making my weight go up than down. You too? Oh, I knew we had something in common. All right, I got to get out of here. DailyBoostNewsletter.com. Get signed up. You're going to like it. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.